minutes blind energy reading quickies. Thank you for joining, allowing me in your experience. Participate in this co-creating energy of oneness by listening live, archives, requesting energy reading, and healing. This is June Universe at Ninja Intuitive 3 minutes blind energy reading quickies. Hope you are having a wonderful moments in your world. Where I am here in the linear time is that starting the new month. Oh my, I feel the ending of the summer. Always I feel kind of sadness because my birthday is in summer, June, as June universe. And then I feel the summer is the alive season, like passionate energy of sun. And I am so resonated near the beach, water, under the sun. And changing the season, feeding that change in the air, everyday activity, bring me some feeling resonating to sort of sadness. This is one of the wonderful moments to connect to yourself and your perception, your feeling, to also the world around you. Even if you are experiencing the still hot weather, if you're living in northern Hampshire, every day is the new moment. It feels like on and on and on, the same on and on. It's totally up to us to recognize, notice what we notice. So let us become more aware of the changes today, especially at this beginning of this new month in the calendar, and notice what remains the same, what seems to be new, what seems to feel like old in your experience together here at this community energy of oneness. This is Journey Universe, and today's focus I would like to give is the notice, allow the flow of the universe. Notice, allow the flow of the universe, your universe. After the weekly check-in and the conscious breathing exercise being current here now, reconnecting each part of us, we are not only a physical body, we have what we are thinking, mind, body, emotional body, and perhaps the intuitive body if you are from intuitive community. So each part of us is resonating to what we are experiencing consciously, unconsciously. And here is an opportunity to connect energetically in the field of oneness. And together we notice ourselves being part of that something larger than individual ourselves. There is an physical energy, visible energy, and non-physical, non-visible energy. If you notice or not, our view, visible energy, is just a small portion of rest of other energy. So allow the non-physical energy to be part of your experience and make it better as to redirecting the energy is totally up to you. However, one of the challenge is it's invisible. So invisible element is very difficult to share. In other words, it's easy to share if it's visible. Show me. Because our human system, 80%, 80% of the information we are getting is from eyes. So seeing is believing. Many people thinking that way, but is that so? Believing, that's why seeing it. Once we started to know about it, and then all of a sudden, boom, you started to see the things that you believe in within. And idea is to become aware of what we are giving our attention or non-attention, what we are resonating consciously, subconsciously. And unconscious is most of our human system. It's not good or bad. If there is no subconscious state, and then we're going to be in trouble. It's all conscious, and subconscious is needed to make our life efficient somehow without thinking about it. We just do it once we bring that into a subconscious mind. However, these challenges when we want to change for the better. So it's a repeating subconscious without thinking sometimes helps. It's a pro con. It's not good or bad. So idea is to notice the pattern and to change it for the better. In order to do so, we must notice, recognize who's gonna do that. Mine is myself. Yours is yourself. So we need a mirror to take a look at our face. And otherwise, it's very difficult to see our own face. Now we have a device, the camera, and take a picture, and then take a look at, gee, this makeup is better than yesterday. We can recognize which is resonating to good feeling, bettering, right? But without having that tools, mirror or the device, it's quite challenging. Maybe we can have someone trusting your loved one, your boyfriend or girlfriend. Hey, how does that look? That's one way to do that. It's observing where we are at this present moment, inside, outside. Inside is one of the most challenging work, but it's once we started to notice what within us, getting in touch with our feeling and thinking, why we perceive in that way, that's enhances the relationship with yourself, your good feeling, what you are wanting, what you are needing in a relationship, in a work, at the home, at the school, everywhere, any area of your life. So studying is to getting to know more about you, and here is every week getting together and take a time to reconnecting to ourselves. Let my voice guide and be in touch with yourself, noticing that feeling and the thought, and set the intention and realign it every week. So we are changing all of the time, and why I am doing this is that I need this community to resetting myself also. And I know that the group support each of our adjustment. Just like we can do the training by ourselves, but being part of the community, do the exercise together, sometimes it's encourage us to keep it going, keep it going. So if you are first time listening, joining our community, thank you for joining and use us together time for your bettering. And we are here every week for the last 3 years, almost 3 years. I've been here, and I am being this energy community for over last 14 years. So most likely, when you come and find me, and I am here, or I can refer to the community that you can be part of it. So why we are doing is it's just supportive and helpful. This is outside of your cultural value or religion value and your personal value. I totally respect that. However, at the end of the day, we are a same human being. We need the food, to nutritious energy to get going with the physical body, maintaining, growing, functioning well, and we need each other, we need love, and we need oxygen to sustain biological physical being. So these human basic needs is needing to reminding some element that we deserve to receive. And here is the connection with the mutual interest, the energetic field of oneness. And I am taking your intuitive energy request every week at this show. Right now, the website is under construction. You can go to the page and request energy reading anonymously without telling any of your personal story, and just assign the symbol for what you are curious matter about your life, about your work, if you're looking for some new job or interview, or you already had an interview or thinking about some companies, or in a relationship you are about to get involved in a new partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, or you are just thinking of to be separated, whatever, you just met that person and is this a soulmate, that kind of life's changes and your choice influences your life in a new way. It's always nice to take a look at that view. How does that look from other angles? So here is an opportunity to get that intuitive, energetic view on curious matter about your life. And why I'm doing this is that me as an intuitive providing the energy reading for over 14 years in person for clients, I know that this gives us an opportunity to connect as one in the energy field, and providing that as an energy movement to facilitate the oneness for me when I'm delivering that energy to the requester. And then also the listener, you can embody using that energy, because the energy moves where attention is given. When we are given the particular attention, then the energy moves to there, regardless of the person's name or personal information. It doesn't matter. The particular energetic focus that will give more energy, and being part of the group energy, and that power is, the number is in a sense power. So we've been supported. If you are first time listening and noticing, and then that sounds quite unusual. But I've been in the community for over a decade, and if it's not helping, and I'm not doing it. So this is the community service, and I provide the reading as a nominal 3 minutes using a together time for co-creating a oneness energy, and your request gives us an opportunity to connect quickly. So thanking you as a thank you gift, I provide that reading for free. And what you get is the another view, energetic point of view on your curious matter, any kind that requested through the web page. So you have more insight to choose. Sometimes it might give you an impression as no, no, it's totally wrong, it's not me, and that's fine. I totally respect your choice. I do not want you to believe what I'm sharing. I would like you to believe in what you are believing. And if you feel, oh no, resonant, and then that will give you an opportunity to become clear about what your choice is. So either way, it would be fine. If you find some resonance, yeah, that might be so. And then that will give you more option, the possibility. And then from there, you may find another idea to make that happen as your new choice, as your new reality. That's what all matters. Either way, you become clear about yourself or your choice or your idea. Maybe it's not immediate, or maybe out of the blue, boom. That would be fine. Many of the insight would make sense years later. Years later, especially my reading is a future oriented prediction type of reading. And some readers are good at past life regression, going into the past experience and finding a view, and that will reflect into current and from now on. So each reader has an characteristics, and mine is a future oriented. So if you're interested in to have the free intuitive reading anonymously, request going to www.thatfutureforecaster.com, thatfutureforecaster.com. Look forward to intuiting and sharing insight without knowing your personal story, and share with all of us using 3 minutes so that we can send a good energy to your personal creation. So, I am talking too much today. The flow is new, and what we would like to do is to weekly check in as usual. Let us move on quickly here, that to connect ourselves by noticing your mood and choosing that one word resonating to your feeling, your mood today. I'm feeling so centered. I'm feeling so centered, grounding, open. How about you? So write your current feeling down. I highly recommend with using the pen and paper unless you're driving. If you're driving, you just pick the word and notice the word, and maybe you want to say the word using the voice as a tool, so that your voice allows your ears to reviewing that word in your conscious senses what you're choosing. You know what I'm saying? These things, when describing it, sounds sometimes more complicated, but doing is a lot easier. So just if you're driving right now, just notice your feeling. Oh, I'm excited, or I'm sad. And verbalize that word. Do it right now. I am excited, or I am sad. I am feeling joy. Got that? Okay. So if you can get the pen and paper, I would like you to write that word down with the date of this day. So this day you have, if you are archive listener, the day you are with, and the feeding word. So this gives you important information that this day you feel this feeding. That's a lot of information about you, because we have a system called forget. We forget. So just write that piece of information for yourself, for your spirit's sakes. So let's do that. You've got that? You did that? Okay, so then now the second word, the feeling you would like to have. You would like to have at this together moment. Using together moment, we have another like 24 minutes or so. At the end of today's show, what kind of feeling you like to have? I like to have a feeling energized, energized feeling more like a passion. How about you? What kind of feeling you like to have? No need to impress anyone. I always say that sometimes like we are trained, you must impress someone. If you are in the sales department or any other like a if you notice yourself as a people pleaser ish personality, and then sometimes it's like, oh, some gotta come up with some impressive word to impress who? Impress who? Impress yourself? No, 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 don't do that. That would sabotage your sense of self. It will put some layers, the coat to your naked spirit. So I would like you to totally naked, comfortable, and show your spirit. Like be open, true voice to come. No one is listening, so that's just that no need to impress. So if you went through the grief, and be authentic, or if you just had a physical injury or perhaps, and then with the physical pain or sensation, and then it's like inspired, that feeling is kind of, it's artificial to me. Maybe if you get some medication to numb, and then stopping the pain, not the stopping, but it's just the numbing the sensation of the physical body, that can be fine. But it's that approach is a temporary relief of the sensation. So here is the goal. Here, our goal is to allow the authenticity to be healed. So it's like the painful sensation, and then choosing the feeling as hopeful. It's I'm feeling the pain, but it's hopeful. And if you choose the feeling as I'm feeling pain, it's so painful and hopeless. Hopeful, hopeless. I embody hope, and I embody end of the world. That is the choice you can make. Even the physical sensation is the same level sensation. Like ouch is the scale 9.5. It's like ouch. And then you choose hope or hopeless. It's up to you. That's the energy. And if you choose that I'm totally excited, it's an it's a very artificial. You got that point. So no need to impress anyone. Just be open, honest to your spirit, yourself. And this is that opportunity to observe. Is this really authentic? Which part of you is observing that observer view? That witness you, noticer you. That you is need to be aligned to your heart, open heart. Okay, you chose that feeling. Mine is passion today. I feel passion. That's what I would like to fulfill my feeling, passionate. Okay, so I would like to do a conscious breathing exercise in taking all the air from nose and bring that into your lungs and bring down to the stomach as if there is a big balloon in your stomach and filled with the energy, the air from the nose into the big balloon inside of your tummy and keep it as much as you can and fulfilled with the new air, new energy, entire body. As imagine it's like circulating, the oxygen is circulating through your lungs and stomach and then keep it in an entire body is circulated with the blood circulating the same speed and all the energy from the top of your head to the toe. Imagine that air is oxygen is distributing entire your body when you're keeping it inside. And then let that out slowly from that mouth with no longer serving whatever the event, people, whatever that feeding, no longer serving you now to the next. All that memories and past belongs to up to now, past. Okay? So we do this 3 times consciously, eyes open, wide awake, especially if you're driving. You ready? So let's do that. Conscious breathing exercise. Let us take a long, deep breath, counting 3, 1 from the nose. Go. 2, 3. Hold it. Keep it. Circulate it. And release slowly from the mouth. One more time, counting 3 from the nose. 1, go. 2, 3. Hold it. Keep it. Release slowly from the mouth. The last one with the silence. Let the air coming in from the nose, the energy resonating to the feeling you chose for today. Remember your feeling you chose for today? Mine is passion. So eyes open, wide awake, and intaking all the resonating air energy from the nose and keep it, feel it, entire body, circulate, and let that out slowly with no longer serving everything. All belongs to that past, no longer here. Okay? Ready? Let's do that. Go. Thank you for joining conscious breathing exercise being current here now. This is Journey Universe. I feel more centered in my body. How about you? Hope that you are sensing the feeling of more oneness to yourself before and after this conscious breathing exercise. Just notice and jot that feeling down. Next to that feeling words you chose today, wrote that down with the date of today's. So that will become such an information, even the little tiny word, but every week we're doing it here, and that gives you a massive information about you, the date and the feeling and what you noticed. It's just as simple. But simple, it's effective, and you can get in touch with you. You can get to know more about you. It just to go with the system we all have called forget. So how important to keep that information valuable to getting to know more about yourself among this forgettable system. So this is the um, information, and this information is just the one dot of the moment of your experience in your life, but these dots can create that information. Every single participation, conscious participation to the life each moment would gives you a power when you use it in a way. And one of the things that I learned is that if it's very complicated, complex, and takes lots of time for you, and it's very difficult to continue. So it's a continuous moment, because as long as we are living on this planet Earth, on this body, it's continuously doing. It's as a discipline. Why we can continue? Because it's simple, and then that gives you a valuable information, and then it's fun. So we do it together. So these three elements is really helping me for the last over a decade. So that's one of the reasons that I come back here every week and doing the same thing. Sometimes I feel like, how come I just recording the one meditation audio and then repeating every week doing the same thing? But it's I'm changing, and then I also go up and down. So as you, everyone is being part of a natural flow, and then a universal flow is changing. So even if you listen in archive, I'm a believer that there is no accident, and here now connecting point to you is your moment of connection to us, of this energy, and to me, and I appreciate that this connection. So if you are feeling or listening or supporting me and our community, please show your presence by the YouTube. I think the YouTube channel is really helpful, because this platform is everywhere. Like if you're listening, Spreaker.com, iTunes, iHeartRadio, and some others, and so YouTube is an archive, but if you can go YouTube and put that like, and then what subscribe is, it's nice too. That would be really helpful to know that we are not alone. And please share your friend that every week that we are coming here and doing just the simple things to breathe in and out and connect it, to take the time for each of us together to getting to know where we are individually. And I channel the flow as a reminder from the universe, so that what I've been observing at this present moment as a reminder and deliver as a message. So it's very simple. And today, yeah, today's focus is to notice allow the flow of the universe. Notice allow the flow of the universe. This is actually the what I've been noticing. So it's quite different from the previous show composition. However, this is the flow. So notice it that change of that season. Sometimes, like if we want to change from tomorrow or today to do that, commit, sometimes it's very hard. There's no reason, but there's an hesitation, and sometimes we feel like, oh, my commitment is hard enough. Like, oh, we going to punishing ourselves. Sometimes some people, but hey, perhaps that it's the flow of the something larger than our commitment. So noticing what's happening, anything that is happening, that is not finding an excuse for you not doing that, it's quite a different. But just to notice and use the flow wisely. Let's say it's like a flow I'm sharing the moon flow cycle. It's like a 2 weeks, full moon and a new moon. These are the moon cycle. We are being part of the universe. I mean, being part of the earth. And the moon is full, and then our body, our water is going to be full. So, without awareness, we, as a creature on earth, we've been influenced. So, it's not your fault, it's not your intention, but being part of the earth creature, then that is natural. Just like a do it, the tiny things with the sun, because our eyes are easier to see the things under the sunlight. Does that make sense? So you can do that to commit. I'm going to do it nighttime. But isn't it nice to use the power of the sun to do some particular things? You know what that means? So it's the same thing. The sun and night is the everyday things, but there is another flow. So notice it and use it wisely. No need to against the tide, against the tide. So that's what the notice allow the flow of the universe, the your universe. So what I'm noticing here is the end of the summer. Is the how did I do I notice is the smell of the air. Everybody has their own way to noticing that the sun's energies. Some people are like the feel of the sky. So whatever that is, be sensitive about the change and notice how you recognize and resonance inside of you. And then something was hard to do it before, but now it's in the resonance, the flow. Which part of that, which one would that be? What is feeling easier? And then find the easiest way, least resisting part to go with that flow. Go with that flow. Might be effortless to do it. 2 weeks ago, it was so hard to do that. So notice, allow the flow of your universe. This is June Universe, Ninja Intuitive 3 minutes blind energy reading quickie. I have another 5 minutes. I'd like to give a reading 3 minutes. Okay, so set the timer. Today I like to give the life path and the love life. So I just want to make it shorter. I like you to embody the feeling you chose for when I'm delivering the insight in this oneness. So when you embody it and then send a good thought to the energy reading requester as if they are experiencing in a perfect way. So that energy is coming back to you as a universal energy return system that help you embody your chosen feeling. You remember the feeling you chose for today? Mine is passion. Okay, I'm talking too much. So, the today is a symbol. symbol is a life path. It's the maple. Maple. Here is the life path maple. Okay, I got the sense that there is before was an artificial flavor that you needed to pretend as something else, someone else on particular this topic. But this season is more authentic way to be self, speaking up without thinking of how does that give impression. It's more of no need to consider about the responses from what you are sharing. So what authentically you share about this particular topic, the message could be a different way, but the core is the same. So the in a sense of repackaging, it was before considering this way, but from now on, it will be delivered in this way because more authentic to the message you must tell to this people who are getting benefit from that sharing what you are thinking about. I got the sense that October will be more comfortable doing it. September will be that preparation. And use the moon cycle wisely. Good luck. This is the maple category of life path. Another one is the life path. Leave. Leave. I got the sense that this leaf is like a banana leaf, kind of big leaves with a tropical image. So that gives me a sense of the summer was the season, and it's very heart connected, passionate element of your creation during this summertime. I got the sense that it's going to be remaining as an excited impression that you already gave, and to grow for the next season it's going to be the next year's summer season. So from here is to prepare for the growth for the next season, as it is to maintain the way to share in a sense of remaining the same, to give or share in a more matured way. So I got the sense that next April is going to be the new season kicks in, and now is the review and to think about the more defined way to connect to your heart of the matter. I have a sense that this is some sort of like a benefit is above neck kind of business or calculated. You got needed to do it. That's why you're done kind of feeling. So, but eventually it's going to be connect to your heart of the matter. So it would be nice to allow the heart of the matter connecting what you already got from this summertime would be wonderful for the next stage. Good luck. This is the lead category of life path. You can also request your own reading going to www.thefutureforecaster.com, thefutureforecaster.com. Look forward to intuiting your needs. How's your embodiment of your feeling? I hope that you are feeling more resonating to what you chose for today. I am more excited. This is Junior Universe. I see you next time. Until then, all my love and healing to your heart.